Hey, what's up? It is DJ. New and updated mods are out now for Farm Sim 22. In total, 47 mods were released today on the in-game bottom. All platforms got 31 new and 15 updates, and PC Mac players got 1 update. Pretty much everything is all platforms today. If you guys like staying updated with all the latest mods of Farm Sim, make sure you subscribe, and let's check out today's mods. Starting off with new ones for all platforms, we have the Livestock Transporter MAN 19403 from Black Sheep Modding. This is an animal transport. You can take a look at the left-hand side and see all the stuff it'll do. Wheel brands, we have a lizard setup. We also have Trelleborg if you want some singles, or Nukian. Also, the Michelin's back again. I don't know, kind of like the lizards best. Visible animal selection. We have 18 cows, 40 pigs, and 30 sheep. You can also do 290 chickens or 8 horses. These are all going to be separated, so make sure you pick the one that you want. We'll go chickens. Stickers, we have model number 1. Actually, it changes on around towards the back side. Oh, around towards the front. Even better. Ooh, that looks good. We'll go with model number 3. Strobes, we do have those all the way around, orange and white. We also have daylights or nothing. Roof details, we have type 1, 2, etc., etc. Just go through and kind of find the one that you like. Bull bar, we have a yes or no. In those, we have a model A, B, and nada. Main colors are going to give us all the base game colors. It starts on Fent Red, but you can change it whatever. Design color, this is going to be, well, again, pretty much anything that you want, though I'm not being able to see what that's changing. We've also got the second design, which is going to be the colors on the very back. Third design, which is going to be the main body. And lastly, rim colors are rim colors. Next, the Lizard U411 from Solutions Modding. Again, left-hand side, you can take a look at all the stuff it'll do. It does have winch capabilities, capacities. On the back, we have 1350 as well as 4200. You can also go with a platform or an option for a rear hitch if you need that as well. Very, very cool. I like that it opens up through there. Wheel brands, we have a BKT, Michelin, which are chunky boys, Nokian, Midas, Trelleborg, Vertestein, and back in. We can also change these up a little bit, so you can go through and find the ones that you like. Couplings, we have a standard. We also have that winch. We have a rear hitch, which adds on to that, and then we could do both of those if you wanted. Even a rear hitch too, which adds a front hitch as well. Very cool. Front and rear 3 points on here. Rock and roll. Cabin, we have optional. We have cabin support, roof support, and then back to optional again. Beacons, we have a standard set, blue or nada. We're going to go with blue. Definitely going with blue. Main color here, we've got a full setup of color palette, including chrome. If you want to take that mild and turn up to wild, we're just going to go with a regular blue setup there. Cabin, we got all kinds of stuff here, but we don't have the cabin on there, so I guess that is what it is. There you go. You can take a look at that. It looks pretty good. Body wood, this is neat. We can actually change up the color of the wood as well as the rim color. Next is the Lizard electric motorcycle, also from Solutions Modding. This has got 54 horsepower, 120 kilowatt engine, and a CVT transmission. Very nice. Front mud guards, we've got nada or yes. Designs, we have an American flag. Love it. Brazil. Germany? Is the other side black? Yeah, Germany, I think. And then we have camo, and then back to it. Gonna go with American flag on that one. Combination of numbers, we've got a set on the right-hand side, or nothing. And then we could do an extra combo there. I think these are a little bit upside down, but hey, we'll take them. Main colors right here, all the same as the other one. You know what? I didn't do a chrome, so we're doing a chrome. I love when you start it up, it's still got a bing. He said a boom, boom. That's great. As always, the only thing I'm really worried about is wheelies. Can we do one? Yeah, kinda. Usually works better if you start about right here. Gun it and go. Really does not have the power that you would hope out of this, but I guess 54 horsepower really ain't too much. Seems to be 9R season because we have another one, the John Deere 9R South America series from GNFS. Taking a look at this one, we also have a winch here, 1.6 tons. We have an engine setup of the 9420 power shift. We can also go up to a 517, 572, and 627 as well as 670. And a big engine, 805. Really? Oh, it's a chip tune. And then we could do the same ones in a variable transmission as well, which I do prefer. Wheel brands, we have a Lizard setup. We can also go with Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT. We have a Rice wheel setups and back to Lizard again. Take a look at some big chunky boys. Can we get some big old ones? Yeah, we got some big tools in there. We've also got some nice things in the rest of them. Plus the Rice wheels, we have different setups there if you're wanting to do that. Now model, we have BR standard. We also have US standard. and an EU standard. It's kind of nice, but since it's South America, we'll stick with the BR. Windows clear dark. Front weight, we have a standard, 300, 800, 1300, 1800, and standard. Like that big one. Let's go with that. Cabin flags, we go with the Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul, and then we've got quite a few of them through there. I'm really not going to try and read them all out, but we'll go with Brazil. Reverse beep, yes or no. Design configuration, that's going to be on your exhaust and your beacons. So those are tied together. Antennas, we've got yes and no. Basically, I like no, so we're going to take those off. Actually, there's some on. I don't mind that one. Additional lights, we've got a couple different setups for lights all the way around, plus extra LED bars. Yes, please. Numbers, we've got 1 through number 9. Those look great. Hitch configurations, we have standard setup, no rear hydraulics or back end. Hood flags, we've got those as well. Hey, that looks awesome. Plus, we've still got the American and the German as well. You don't see very many tractors with the German stuff on mod up. So that's very cool. Main colors, you could do a black setup. Oh, that looks pretty darn good. And then the wheels, we could change up those as well. Such a cool tractor, man. Next up, the Fortschritt E-512. This is a harvester. Holds 2,300 setups, 2,300 liters. A couple different setups for the roof. That's very cool, very nice. You know, I like the opening railing, so we'll go with that. Another design, this is going to be what looks to be the chopper board on the very back. Design setup for the second one, this is going to be new and old. Is that an air intake, I believe? Design, again, another design up. Let's see if we can find where this one's going to be. Is it hiding? It is hiding. Those are warning stripes and attachments. On the very back, we have a short and a long setup. Both of them are trailer hitches, so you've got one no matter what you do. We also have different color setups for all of the above, depending on what you want. I believe design number 2 is probably cabin, if I had to guess. Yeah, that's cabins, what that is. And then we have rim color, which is great. Now, along with that, we have a couple different setups of headers as well. So we have a 4.2 and a 5.7. These are going to have different designs. And then we have colors to match. And we also have a 6-meter cutter and a 4-meter cutter trailer. So trailers to match the colors up. And then we have a 4-row corn head. This is a 3.1 meter working width. So very, very small in comparison to the other stuff, but at least it'll work with this. Next mod pack is super cool, the MAN TGX Silo Pack. Now, yes, we get a lot of MAN trucks, but I don't know. This one may be one that you want to take a look at. These hold stuff. So we have a couple trailers as well. I don't think they have a trailer hitch on the very back, so you may be pulling only one. Ooh, that one has a trailer hitch on the back. We'll go to that shortly, but you can see at the bottom how it's got all kinds of stuff, even washed crops. Yeah, it'll hold stuff from the DLC, which is super cool. You can go with a 500 or a 640 horsepower engine. So pick the one that you want through there. Wheel brands, Continental, which are the most popular, but you can do a Lizard if you want to. And then we have a couple different wheel setups. Beacon lights, of course, a couple different sets for halogen or LED. Additional light setups. We've got chicken lights all the way around. We're going with that. Back bar. Let's see if we can find out where in the world that is. Back bar really on the top? Back bar's on the top. That's not a back bar. MAN logo somewhere. Is it just me, or is A, nothing changing, and B, I forgot to speak English there again. Additional storage box, we've got that as well on the side and the back. Additional bull bar on the front, yes please. Additional tank we have mounted. Looks like that's going to increase our capacity for fuel by double. 2 thumbs up. And then we have our main colors. We started at cream, but we could change up some stuff. So main color, we've got that set to orange. And then our color bull bar, there you go. Color, there we go. It's going to be your tanker in the back. Color front, I don't know, pink. Pink sounds good. Aha, see what that's changed up. And then, of course, rim colors are rim colors. Now, we have the same setups for everything else as well, wheels and tires, as well as colors. A 20,000 liter capacity there, 20,000 liter capacity here, and 20,000 or 25,000 liter capacity with the main unit. So you could really pull a lot of stuff. This is really neat. And the one you've been waiting for, the CNH Flex-Drapper Series from Casarius Modding. This is the MacDon header pack right here. Of course, MacDon is not a licensed brand, but we still have colors on the side. Beautiful, looking great. And we have both setups as well. 9.1 or 10.4 meter working width in here. We've got a 6 mile per hour max working speed on these. We could go with the Lizard, which is going to be your MacDon look. You get to go with the Case IH. Couple different setups there, new and old. And then we have the New Holland. So very cool, very cool. Very, very cool, man. So excited to see these finally so you guys can start using them on your farms. So grab them, go download them, go have some fun. Next, we got the John Deere HD50F with cutting carriage. We basically have a header trailer on the bottom of it. This is a 15.1 meter working with header, and I gotta be honest with you, the header trailer looks a little bit silly on the bottom of it. Usually those rear wheels are spread out a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not saying anything's bad, just saying it looks a little bit different than what we're used to, that's all. One of the cool things here is we can change it up, so we can go with Case IH, which please don't put a Case IH logo on it with it being green and yellow, but if you do it in a YouTube video so a lot of people see it. Then we have Kloss, Fendt, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, and back in. So we're able to change up a bunch of stuff. Let's say we made this a Case IH for whatever reason. Main color here, we would make that a Case IH. Then side covers, again, this is probably going to be Case IH red as well. Actually, that does not look good. How's about we change that to black? Yeah, I like that better. And then we have the extensions on the sides. Sometimes these are pretty cool with chrome. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then we'll go with a light gray for the wheels. There you go. Now you have a 15 meter working with on your case header. Although when you hook up, it will say JDH50F, so good luck. Next is the New Holland TX32 corn cutter. This goes with the New Holland TX32, and it's just kind of branded to work with it. 4.5 meter working with it, 6 miles an hour. I love that we have this now. This is great. It even matches the yellow. And if you didn't know, this is the New Holland TX32. Next, the Sulky X50 Econov. This is pretty sweet. So we have the other Econov, which got an update today. We'll talk about that later in the video, but this will do solid fertilizer only. 24,000? No, 100. I tell you what, it's a weird day today. 32, 4,000, and back down. So this is a lot. Weighs 3/4 of a ton by itself. 24 meter working with at 12 miles an hour. Protection kit, we've got yes and no on that. It's going to be around towards the very back on the hitch. We also have support systems, so you can add those wheels if you want to. And then a cover, always a good idea. And then you're working with, we can actually bump this up and we can watch it changing on the left-hand side. So 24, 32, and 40 meters. And if you thought you could get away with not having a 3 meter working with cultivator, good news, this is not that. This is the Lizard PF30 or 300. It's a roller, baby, yeah! 70 horsepower, 3 meters at 7 miles an hour. And one of the cool things is it's got little things in the back. I don't know, it looks pretty cool to me. Warning signs, you can throw those on there if you want to. And then we have weighted plates on the top. Sometimes things are just not heavy enough, so we throw the weighted plates on the top. Also, this goes on the front of your tractor, not the back. Next up, the Case IH Concertil 6500. 3.3 meter working with at 7 miles an hour, 150 horsepower required. What is it? It's a plow. It's a plow. Yeah, wheel brands. A lot of stuff to do with this one. Trelleborg, BKT. Oh, okay, back and forth. And then we have the Hungarian set and the US rim. No offense to the US rim, but the Hungarian one looks better. Rippers, we have a couple different setups through here, so choose the ones that you like. Decal configurations, we've got a couple different setups for Hungarian as well as US. Drawbar types, we have kind of an old and new setup. Main colors, we have the Case IH. You can also go with the Case IH construction, which looks super duper cool. Or you can be that guy. Not even a little bit sorry. I know you're probably saying this is sacrilege, but you know what? LOL. I don't know. Now, we do have a cultivator. However, it is not 3 meters. It's 5.5 meters. This is the Lizard BZ 5.5, the coupling of toothed Harrows. So the mod itself doesn't actually say what it is. And then we've got main colors of green, red, and blue. So everybody wins. Next up, we got the Lizard Spyder 360 and 420. These are going to be small little windrows that you hook up. We do have the same customization options. They are Lizard, so they are branded up slightly. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the options there. And I also like that we have all kinds of color options to go with too. 4.2 meters or 3.6 meters. Now here's one that we just talked about in Farm Sim News a few days ago. So we have the Rottne H21D Steep Slope Pack. So it comes with a modded steep slope. So this one will get on steep slopes and do all kinds of fun stuff. However, we've got an attachment for it as well. So this hooks up via the front of it and is a 16-ton winch. It is super cool. We're going to go with Ow That Hurts My Eyes Blue. Love this setup. Man, oh man. And in here, I believe you're going to be selecting... What do you select? Yeah, so it hooks up on the back. So I don't actually think this is the one that we just talked about. This appears to be a different one. The winch is on the back. Yeet. Now I can hear you. You're saying, DJ, if we don't have a bucket mod today, I'm going to go crazy. Well, stay sane because we have a bucket mod, the plastic bucket, 300 liter capacity. I don't know how, but that's an unrealistic bucket if I've ever heard of one. 10 kilograms, that's a little bit more likely, and we can change up the colors. It is a bulk fill, so grab it, turn it, tilt it, whatever you need to do, hold it by the hand. You're good. And we got the Brantner TA 23065 tube power tube plus 22,000 liters. Oh my goodness. We can also go up to 33.6 wheel options from Trailer Michelin. And well, that's it. And then we have main colors, all of the above. So choose what you like. We even have a base game gray, which is a little bit darker than the base game gray that we have. Wait, can there only be one base game gray? I need to make a phone call. The ForStack, something that really hasn't gotten modified versions of it. Well, until today, we've got the ForStack 812 Xtra. This is where you could change up your color options. So if you don't want any of the normal color setups, you can change them. Even a New Holland. Let's go with a New Holland has white wheels and a blue setup. New Holland, there we go. That's about it. Nope, that's not a mushroom from Minecraft. This is the Lizard Concrete Weight, and it is a dice. That's right. You can play dice, well, at least with some numbers on here. This is from Keston18, who's done a lot of really cool stuff. And I kind of want to get one of these and just throw it. It's supposed to be a front or rear weight for your tractor. Let's see, we've got 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have no 1 or 6. And shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Throw it. What's it going to land on? And land it on the top. 2. Let's throw it again. Throw it upside down this time. Yay! Well, if you ever want to roll 2s, I know the exact dice for you. Every time. It's a weighted dice. It's cheating. Now, it feels like forever ago since we talked about the Apple Tree Pack from Omatana. However, it is here. Let's take a look. So it concludes one tree or a group of 5. Then we have the production itself. And then we have a market stall to sell our things. We'll jump in and take a look at productions because you can activate everything through here. So we have the Apple Tree group and then the regular Apple Tree. So same thing here, just different. You can either do regular apples, which is going to go 64 to 64 with your water, or you can actually make it twice as fast if you add seeds and solid fertilizer. Very cool. Or if you want to add seeds and manure, you could do that as well. It's going to take you a little bit more manure than solid fertilizer. It also takes way less water. So highly recommend adding those extra things in. And then once you've done that, you can make apple juice, raisins, and grape juice. So you can input grapes as well. However, we have a new apple juice. So apples in, apple juice out. And when you're done with that, take it over here and sell it. Ha ha! Great job, Omatana. Additionally, we have Decotrees And Decoplants. I've added just one of them here because I want to show you the sheer detail of just one of these. Absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. There's a bunch more. Look, my dude's like, I'm not impressed. Just show the things. Go to decorations, go to others, and here you're going to be able to find all kinds of stuff. You've got potted plants. You've got plants that go into the ground. You've got a campfire set up as well. More pots, more plants. Actually, I think we got these in a different mod as well, and these too. But you know what? Don't care. These are super cool. I love it. So much extra stuff. Ha 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 ha. Oh, here, the only thing that would make this a weirder little setup is these two. Why is clutch so tall? Next up, L-shaped cowshed with barn. And this is a uppercase L, not a lowercase L. So heads up there. This is super cool. And there's a reason that this is super cool. Because it's enterable basically everywhere. Everything can be interacted with. All the goody stuff through here. We come around here by 15 cattle. That may be like the biggest downside is the amount of cows, but I mean, they're only in here, and they are turned around for sure. Let me tell you what. Again, there's a little closet. A lot of other modders would have just ignored that area completely, but they've included it. We've got another door down there. We got a door here. We also got a door here. So if you don't want to go with that door, which I don't think I hit right. There we go. You can come around here. There you go. Full 6-door bay there. And then we come in here. More openings for the cattle. Now, if I open this up, I don't think there's another bit for animals. No, but we do have our slurry around towards there. Milk, I believe, was around towards the front. Yep, right there. And food's inside. What more do you want? Next up, very old Timberframe barn. Not to be confused with the old Timberframe barn. That didn't open. There we go. That opened. I'm guessing there's an entry around here. Yeah, there we go. I love it when you actually have to open stuff from the right side. Let's see. We've got an area here, but I have no idea what that is. You know what? Is that a secret passage? Tell me that's a secret passage. Is anything underground? There's not. Come on. Give me the secret passage. I want a secret passage. Nonetheless, very cool through there. But that's about it. And next, we have a mod that I don't think I could pronounce. Barn Pack. It starts with a T. Yeah. As far as I can tell, there's 3 buildings, but the mod description is a little bit confusing. If you buy just the farmhouse, you're going to see this over here. And this is perfectly fine. There's a couple things that are quite difficult. Number one, they did not build the doors. Look at this. You barely make it through, and there's one other area here where you physically just can't enter. I've tried really hard. I can't get up there. So, yep. Good job? I don't know. But if you come here, you can actually hit a button and unbuild this part. It just throws it into the ground down here. The reason it does that is because you can go with this little setup over here and buy your cattle separately. Yes, this comes up, so if you place this down, you will have to figure out where you're going to put a ramp, which I've never been a fan of those. And then we have some more stuff underground. Another thing that's slightly irritating that I think somebody just was like, you know what? I'm just not going to test this. I don't know how to open that. It's not a control. It's not a button. There's nothing around. I don't physically know how to do it. Also, that is the only way up here if you don't have this, if you've got it just placed down. Now, if we come over here and we hit this button, please hit the button. Really? So evidently there's no trigger for that button right there. Does it show up in here? Nope, there's just nothing. Alrighty, well, what it's supposed... Well, hang on. It's got some light, but that's about it. What it's supposed to do is take away part of the building so that they can all be used together. And if we come around here, you can see that fact in action. We'll come around here. Can't. Nope, still not working. Man, that's irritating. This is what I mean. Come through the house, and then up here, instead of the button to moving stuff around, you click a button here, which is what we were trying to click, and it opens this up so you can put them beside each other. So you can either have it full built or build it yourself, which I think is very cool. I like that. I just think maybe some extra testing would have prevented some issues and doors that didn't open or ways around. Farmer 5 Tom's the one that created this. They normally do a really good job. I think this was just kind of a swing and a miss on a couple pieces. It's definitely going to get an update. Next is the BigBag Tank. I love this, man. So we come around here, click this button, and it's a silo. You basically just fill this area back up with whatever you've pulled in. You could jump into containers here. We can see we've got all kinds of stuff. So we have seed tanks 1 and 2. So we have a different setup for those. Then we've got fertilizer, a couple different ones for that. Look at this. It's just, it's so cool. Lime storage, holds a bunch. And we've got liquid fertilizer. I love this. It's just kind of like you sit it in the barn. I think it's really nice. It's got like a middle ground of having to use big bags and just being able to do it the easy way. Something I didn't know I needed was artisanal salads, and well, now we have a production chain in Farm Sim to be able to create them. Jump over here and you've got all kinds of stuff. So inputs are all of the standard things that we have in the base game, plus you have the premium edition carrots, parsnips, and red beets if you want to add those to it. So we have frozen veggies, honey roasted parsnips. Then if you don't have the DLC, well, you could do a salad. Well, it looks like that's about it. So if you don't have the premium edition, you have to do the other? I wonder if whenever you don't have it activated. Yeah. I've looked at the mod description. It doesn't say anything about if you don't have those, then you're good to go. Carrots and parsnips and stuff like that are listed on all of them. So, hey, if you know, let me know. We also have a sell point for these with a custom little picture like that. Next, grain storage hall. 660,000 liters can be stored in here. Open them up, and you can see we've got our silo in there. Open them up. all the way around. This is a really cool setup, dude. I don't know if this would be realistic or not, but I think it is. Come around here, drop what you got, and you're good to go. Found it. And this is where you're going to get everything out. It doesn't actually say what it holds. It just says grain storage. So I'm going to bring this around and see what we can get. Oh, those brakes are not good enough. There we go. Wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, sunflower, soybeans, corn, and back in. Well, that's your grain. Next up, metal shed from 750 Ti modding. 750's done some really neat stuff. I think this is a little bit more on the simpler side, although the textures are very good. I feel like they've gone into a lot more detail with the textures than a lot of people would have with something like this. Again, it seems simple, but the more you look at it, we're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, it's pretty cool. Oh, it's got lights. Oh, it's got little stuff. Oh, the lights look very good. We'll go around the outside. Oh, man, it looks pretty good. Yeah, what is that? That looks great. Again, I think it's awesome. 750 does a good job. And here I said we don't get enough German mods. Today we've got something cool. Flags of German federal states. If you jump into your decorations, go to others, you're going to find all kinds here. And there's a chance that some of you guys watching may find where you live on here, which is very cool. So check them out. Next to last is Modern House. $150,000 will get you a really cool place that looks nice, but has no interior. Would be nice to see some interiors on these houses. It's a really neat house on the outside. I'd love to see what the inside looks like. And lastly, we have a new map for you. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. It was up at the left-hand side. Rewind if you need to see it. This has got 87 purchasable farmlands, 74 fields, small to mid-size, and I would say maybe they're being a little bit conservative. I think there's 1 or 2 large fields in there. We also have 2 big logging areas, real big areas, so you can hit right there, and then you've got a full setup right here. It's not big. They said big. I say medium. Also have several production facilities, a small starting farm, and speaking of farms, if you speak German, you'll be able to tell what these means. I think Hof means farm. I have no idea. Regardless, there's little itty-bitty dots, so you could go to those little dots and find your farm. A few other things you need to know. This has 8 required mods, and they are all from DMI, the creators of the Farm Production Pack. We've also got I think a custom crop calendar right through here. I can't really quite tell. It looks base game, but also looks like a few things have been changed. There are no custom crops, and we get quite a bit of new farmer mode. In small tractors, we have the Kloss-Arian 630, as well as 2 different Fendt tractors, and a Deutz-Fahr top liner. We get 2 trailers, Rudolph and a Velger, and a header for your top liner. As far as all the other tools, you pretty much get everything you would expect to see in here. Plus a few things. We've got a baler and a fertilizer spreader, which is really nice. Like always, here are your 8 required mods. It's update time, and let's talk about ones for all platforms. First up, JCB Teletruk version 2001. Fixed door part not moving with door, fixed rear attacher direction. Sulky X50 Econov version number 2, new 3D and textures, new animations, and new configurations. Unia Cross L Drive version 1.1, improved center of mass, side-to-side rocking has been eliminated. A fan favorite PlasticChair version 1001, added color choice. Buckets Pack 1.3, new buckets been added, optimizations been improved, and new mod icon. Anywhere Object Storage version 1001, fixed bale spawning for field bale store. Large Potato Haul 2.1, textures adapted to the new textures of their other hauls. Mid-German Farm Pack version 1011, fixed the wall in the milking room, fixed the straw trigger inside the building, and new lights in the farmhouse are now changing through the day. Timbered Houses 101, fixed flickering walls on the half-timbered country house, fixed the wrong windows on house 4, fixed the wrong windows on house 5, changed renamed occluders, mod hub guidelines, and new windows are now lit differently at different times. Vehicle Auto Load Pack version 1.2, added support for premium expansion, also support for farm productions pack, and support for the last one. Lizard Rumbler Van 231, new additions have added new realistic sounds, added a manual transmission, interior light for the dash, and added support for universal auto load. Bug fixes and changes, they fixed wipers and fixed max capacity. BallySpring 2003, new save not required, added beetroot, carrot, and parsnip to planter fruit type category for multi-fruit versions of the map to allow these crops to be sown with any planters. Added straw harvest fill types to the sell points on the map with same price multiplier as straw harvest sell point. Adjusted sell points price scale for the windrow category. Added possibility for a great demand to occur for all the main field types at each sell point. reposition the manure spawn point for the self-made pigsty at the back of the shed for easier munking out, extended animal loading trigger for self-made pigsty to come out to the front of the shed, made pig food the default fill plane for the food trough and all the pig husbandries in the map, increase the height type limit for non-multi-free versions of the map. That way you improved compatibility with mods and they're added to custom height types. Yeah, forgot how to read. Reduce the occurrence of guarded car traffic vehicle. Fixed air for the CPU mesh on the D1240 size bales was causing titch belts not to show on those bales and made carrot and parsnip harvestable up until February. ItalianRice 22.1003. I have no idea. Version 1003 is not showing. There's 1002. Yeah, so there's that still. I don't know. I don't know, man. Moving on. For Poor Boy Modding, Black Mountain, Montana 1502. New save game is required. They fixed the trees, removed new animals, redone some of the forest, and other fixes and tweaks. And your last update for all platforms, Deadwood from Poor Boy as well, version 1.5. New save game required. Fix the water and compost to work as fertilizer. Fix buildings that wouldn't sell. You now start with the BGA. Added new fill types of mustard pallet, honey mustard pallet. Blocks have been added to cement production. Train is now decoration only. Remove the rental ability. Added the icon to the bell cell at Animal Dealer. Replace grass in town with meadow so it won't turn to field when mowed. Prairie grass also fixed so it won't turn into a field once mowed. Added road salt to quarry production. Added new cow pen. Smoothed the road leading up to the stone pile. Fixed the honey pallet spawner so it can be sold. New icons on certain things have been produced, and many other tweaks and fixes. And lastly, an update for PC and Mac players, the Lizard Rumbler Van additional features version 2.3.1 added support for pallet autoloader. And that is it. Oh my goodness, what a day. I will try and get out news later on, so if you're looking forward to news, stay tuned for that. Otherwise, take a look at the ForStack 25 video I posted this morning. Pretty good. Also, have a good weekend. Yeah, that's it. That's what I meant to say. Have a good weekend. We'll see you guys later.